Hello, hello, hello. I am Boomaye. This is Boomaye is back. And we are here for the finale of Coffee Talk, Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly, which is the name of this game. It's been quite a journey. What's up, Ari? Boomaye is back, indeed. It's been a journey going through Coffee Talk, Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. There's been a lot of feelings and revelations and conversations. It's been wild, but I'm ready. I'm ready for the end. I'm ready to see the end of this game. So let's go. Let me get the drink guide out. Still can't believe I messed up Georgie's drink last time. I had a perfect streak going. His stupid lighter. Okay. Where are we? I think we left off on like day... 9? Midsummer Night's Dream. Dreamin' Blue and Hibiscus Latte. I don't think I've seen Amanda again. So I think we might be on day 11. Speak of the devil. What's up, Rachel? Oh, you're really excited. No, it's not that. I'm just used to you coming in as a cat and then transforming into a cat woman. Who is that? Where did you get the drink guide from? I'm looking it up on my phone. Is where I got it from. I got it from the internet. Boomaye knows how to... Blurred! Hi, Blurred. Didn't see you come in. A commercial right when you come in. Yeah, that's Twitch for you. That's what Twitch will do. Now I know how to make all the specialty coffee, all the specialty tea. Great. Fantastic. Everyone seems to be like high energy tonight. I'm into it. I like it. But Rachel says, I've done it. Wait, what did you do? The music I'm making with AJ. That's right. Yes, I do remember. With famous music maker AJ. Brought it with me. Check it out. Absolutely. What about NDAs and stuff? We're the only ones here. That's true. Just me and Rachel. The rest of you be quiet. You're not supposed to hear this. The direction has already changed a lot, so just play it. Yeah, I like it. Inspired by the drink you gave me. Yes, the sweetheart latte. I like this. With Aramy. Yes, of course. Oh, hold on, I forgot something. My streamer uniform is not complete. Oops. Accidentally turned my volume all the way down. Ari Blurred, how are you feeling today? You know what? I think I have so much energy because I don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's making me feel real good. Because my supervisor wanted me to talk to someone about something tomorrow and I don't want to do it. But I'm not scheduled to be at work. So it's fine. So, like, I know with a name like Sweetheart Latte, you'd expect something a little more fun sounding, right? No, Rachel, this is fantastic. What you've made is incredible. But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like a new love's beginning or thinking about your crush. The sourness of anxiety and the sweetness of a promise. There are a lot of steps to the delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide to confess. Just like the drink, right? Sure, yep, that's what I had in mind when I made that latte. Exactly whatever you just said. It needs the perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, or it will curdle, yes. That's a really interesting take on the name. There's just one thing I'm wondering about. If this is supposed to be your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear your voice? I know, but I'm planning something. Okay. Me? Same as always. Fantastic. You're right, Blurred. She is very happy. Did Dad come here last night? He did. Yeah, him and Gala were here. Good to know. Why? He didn't reply to my texts. Oh yeah, we were keeping him busy. Do you two not see each other often? Just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof after all. Okay, well. I thought you've been raring to move out by the time you turn 21. Well, not wrong. But Dad's getting older. Oh, I see. He's becoming forgetful, so I'm a little bit worried. Besides, we don't really have anyone else. None of our extended family even lives in the States. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Okay. Fair enough. Who's this now? Rihanna. What's going on? My best Banshee friend. Oh, what's going on? How are you? Oh, okay. Is she? I don't know if she's all right. I'm just glad the lights didn't turn off. I'm glad she didn't do the slow fade from black. She just walked in the door like a normal being. Yes. What will you have? In fact, don't tell me I'm some sort of weird time traveler. A cup of milk. Just a cup of milk? I don't think I'm looking at the right day. Silver Aqua Henry Gala Georgie. Oh no, we're not on day 11. I was being optimistic. Oh yeah, she just wants milk. We're actually on day 13. Brew. It's a cup of hot milk. I mean, she is a Nekomimi. Just, why am I being judgy? Here's your milk. Will you also be having a nap? Just remembered something. But it's nothing special, so don't worry about it. All right, then I won't give a hell. I won't give a hell. I won't give a care. Rihanna, what's going on? No. Everything's not all right. I think I'm sad. Why? No, no one's ever cried in here before. What do I do? Would you like to order a drink? Okay, I've been doing a lot of thinking about my situation. You mean your soprano aspirations? Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? Yes, living. That's called living, Rihanna. What's your point? What makes you think that? I didn't mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Yeah, lay them on me. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Shambles and the regulars of this coffee shop, I have gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Like what? And what makes it more troubling is, it's likely that my ignorance was on purpose. Ignorance on purpose? What do you mean? Come on, just take your time. It's okay. That position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shrink from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it. And I greatly respect your ability to do so. Okay? I like that so far. Mr. Lucas also. Although I do not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I am aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself. Because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo. To the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. You've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes. But have I been trying my best? That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. I understand I only have a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with all that, I really am. Because all of it is a pain I'm already familiar with. Oh no, oh my God. Perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again. Just might be difficult. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Ooh, Blurred, thank you for the good vibes, because, oh my God, she is just laying it out there. That is one of the saddest things I've heard in a video game. Jesus. But she's not wrong. I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to. It's fine. Oh my God, it's fine. But please get a drink. Not a free drink. Oh my God. Inner voice disagrees with free drinks. I don't care if she's sad. I'm running a business here. A small business. A small Black-owned business. Have a drink. And I am gonna charge you $16 like I charge everyone else. What was that pie you ate the other day from the vending machine? The blueberry hibiscus mint, yes. Did you like it? She liked it a lot. Then I'll make something special just for you. Tell me its flavor profile, it's in the name. The blueberry was sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. Yep, it's in the name. Hibiscus honey mint. Done. Brew. Why does it look like why did he put pie crust on it? Oh, he's doing too much. He's doing too much. We can't afford this. One pie in a cup coming up. That can't be a thing. We can't make any more of these. It is very cost inefficient. It kind of is, isn't it? No, it's not a pie in a cup. It's a liquid with pie crust across the top. That's not a pie in a cup. That's a drink with pie crust on it. Where do we even get pie crust? What does that make? Oh my God. Anyway. Thank you, Rachel. But are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not pie filling. I simply make fruit cordials with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry one on hand. Just happen to have it on hand, you time-traveling jerk. I know your secrets. It's not pie filling, trust me. I mean, honestly, if we were to serve food, like if you could make someone a little pie in a cup, then we could charge more than $16 for it. You're welcome. I mean, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, but you are so welcome. What's on your mind? Let it out. You already told us everything else. I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. What was your driving force before you started questioning it? Do you not know? Oh, I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice. Whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. That's a big project to take on, especially by yourself. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? She's like, Reaching that goal can be done in a lot of ways. Like politics. You're not wrong, but like, is the world ready for a banshee president? That was just an example. But I admit being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. That's why I wish to pursue it as long as I'm able. However, I believe it's also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. I like how this is sounding, Rihanna. You're finding some bravery, and I'm into that. Although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that, what are you gonna do now? Not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. I am sure he will have you if you reach out to him. I'm sure. Rachel met Lucas once. She probably just doesn't remember him. He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Because you met him, or you've seen him. Oh, we follow each other. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean. I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents, to showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. Charge them 20. In a coffee minute. Yeah, he'll say yes. He'll have you back. Of course. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Or text him. Tell him you changed your mind. Exactly. What's the worst that could happen? Just be like, hey, if the offer is still on the table, I'd like to accept it now. People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. It's his loss. Call and text him. Right now. She's doing it right now. Yes. I love this. I knew Rachel would be good for Rihanna. I love it when the two of them are together. He responded. Of course he did. He told me to stay here. Oh my God, he's coming. Does he live nearby? No, not really, and she knows that because she gave him a ride home when he was drunk once. But it seems like he had some things to do around here. Okay. Yes. Let's do this. Just call me Rachel, will you? Yeah, he responded immediately. I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all would work together as one, like gears in a machine. But you left the commune. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Yeah, we didn't. That's not what she meant. It's just like they were your family. It must have been. Was it difficult, like leaving your family? The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So the reason we don't see a lot of banshees around is because many still choose to remain in the commune? Yes. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive. Okay. She likes driving. It's like having a mobile fortress. Which is why I find driving calming. Okay. A mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. So, when you said everyone has a specific role, what do you mean by that? Just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. We don't have a Banshee Culture Center anywhere. Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example. Okay, your mother's role. Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or are simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods. And she's our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Everyone's work has equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink, another is in charge of laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So does each role only have one bearer at a time? No, sometimes there are two or more depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. Although there are times when I wish she would retire. Who just can't. Oh, obviously it's Lucas, of course. She's doing a good job with it, but the role truly changed her. In what way? She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, or to simply defend the commune. She refuses to accept any help offered to her. Where have I heard that before? Why? Because it's become her identity, I think. Lucas, don't butt in. Hi, lady. I was starting to wonder when you were gonna say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Rihanna's story. Oh, I guess they haven't met yet. I guess I imagined that. I thought we were already past all the formal stuff. Am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady. That is true. Shh, the lady's speaking. Okay. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into an angry sense of pride. So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. That's when I understood why she was angry too. If your mom dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all of that, yeah. I guess I can relate in some ways, says Rachel. The Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, although can't read. I can't read for Rachel. The Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Like mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Oh no. Although don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? How much of our survival instincts turned into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone. Which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why are so many still stuck with outdated, bad perceptions? Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings on this world. That's why folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. Society doesn't know any better. I wish that was true. I wish we could say people didn't know any better. The sad truth is they do know better. They're just fucking stupid. Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. We all need to survive, I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold. All of it has an impact on others, in one way or another. So, about the show, yes. Are you still unsure about the format? Still trying to put it all in order on paper, so kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase, but I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure. What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests? Curious, aren't we? Lucas, do you know who this is? This is Rachel. Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be, why are you so confident? I might not know the exact format yet, but all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already. Really? What are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. The writing in this game is good, and I enjoy it. But in a lot of the conversations, they just don't get to the fucking point quick enough for me. It feels like I'm watching a YouTube video where they're like, I'm gonna show you the guaranteed steps to do blah, blah, blah. But then they have to spend 5 minutes filling your face with nonsense before they actually give you any information. And I hate it so much. The first one being the format itself. which ironically is the only thing I don't have yet. Anyway, a proper format has good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator too. The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking, or anything really, like indie games and role-playing games, you know, anything. Having a theme is essential, but getting the topics flowing is essential-er. Because even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking, you need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz. Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, I figure it just start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring the city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. You get what I'm saying? I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yes, like locations, events, history. Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover. Okay, so what's next? Know your audience. Honestly, in the internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone. Why is he staring straight at me while he's talking about this? Are you talking to me? If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience already. But since the show will be a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it. Because people do not like change. But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded. And can help elevate the stuff we're going to... spotlight. Like say if we cover musicians, they'll go to their sites or live shows. Some cool neighborhood project, they'll be eager to check it out. A cool coffee shop, maybe they'll be interested in visiting. Do not, in any way, shape, or form, tell your freak show online audience about this coffee shop. I will ban you from the store so quickly. Anyway, you all know what I mean. The next thing is audio quality, great visuals, and edits. You know the drill. And the last thing you need for a good show is me. Yeah, Blurred, I think you got it. A good host. That's sort of what he was angling for. What's with the awkward silence? I mean personality and smarts. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy? They are just so laughing at him. So disrespectful. Resourceful, huh? Really? Oh, so that is what you're questioning? I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city? So, oh, I see. I see how it is. But you've really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though. I'll tell you that. Rachel has a talk show? Rachel, when did you get a talk show? Rumor has it that your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard that there will be a talk show or something for it. She said, how did you hear that? Oh, he is resourceful. Okay. Oh, not from shady sources? But your information is outdated already. because I won't be in the show. I actually like the idea of a comeback, but if it were to happen, I would want new branding. Like a new us to show we've grown. Okay, that makes sense. I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You're able to read the room with sensitivity. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. Rachel's flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, my performances. You know? I understand that very well. Then do you want to be my first guest? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, yeah, you're making new independent... You're on your own now. So you actually have a side project. Yes, but... I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. You dick. Help out a new channel, will ya? I'm a very busy Nekomimi, but maybe. Wow, these two. I thought your plan was to have Miss Rihanna as your first guest. Well, about that. I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but I was kind of hoping you'd be my co-host instead. Yes! Yes! I was gonna ask you later, but Shambles over here cornered me something fierce. Oh, my bad. I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot, and all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. Yes, I love this. What's more, she's not nervous talking in front of a camera at all. Just saying, she's a natural on camera. So, that's what I was gonna ask later, if you wanna be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course. Say yes. I might need a moment to consider. That's fair. 100% fair. However, if you're open to receiving input, may I throw an idea for the format of the show? Yes! Right now. I'm staying until you tell me everything I missed. Come on, out with it. No! Where's that? No, I want to hear the idea. No! Oh, I was so invested. They moved to a different day. Why did they do that? Why did they do that to me? All right. Second to last day, and then the shop is closed. God, I hope they do an episode 3. Gobbly Lab shut down. Researcher finally stops experiments after 1,304 incidents. Users of Tomodachi's new stories feature, it needs a longer duration. And the piece of halfling advice that seared into my memory. I would also like an episode 3 blurred. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Oh my God, is this what I think it is? Eyes on the happy couple? This must be what I think it is. Yes, Lua's here. It wasn't sad so much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the light. Hold on, let me find the switch. Gala, don't hurt yourself. You're literally solid like a wall. Oh, yes. I bumped into you so accidentally, Mr. Gala. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'll take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. Ah! They're in wedding attire. Oh my God. Yes, they got married. They did it. They had a wedding. Ah. We've all been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars. So, shall we get this celebration started? Yes, everybody, put your glasses up. We're celebrating a wedding. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. Look at Hyde's watch. He pulled out the special watch for the wedding, and it matches Gala's tie bar. And look at this. The tie matches his shirt. Like, are y'all a couple or nah? I need to know for reasons. You call it adrenaline. I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. They better be a couple. Blurred, how dare you? You know that me and Mr. Gala have a thing going on. How could you say that? He's in the boyfriend book. Gala is in the boyfriend book. You know, him and Mr. Hyde need to... Whatever they're doing, that's over. God damn it. We're keeping our last names, but I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. You always make me melt. Disgusting. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. Oh, what are we having? Whiskey? Something sweet, decadent and chocolatey. Let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness in here to give me a sugar rush. Okay. Sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness to it. Got it. Okay, this is Lua. So she wants a chocolate honey mint. Yeah, Blurred, I'm just saying. I wanted to make you aware. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's right. It's fine. I thought I got the drink wrong, but it's fine. I saw a different name, but it was for something else. Okay, inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. Oh, I made it for everyone. Very unique and festive. And I can add a little, like, you know, Jameson, some Casamigos to that if you want. Just, you know, just asking. Just asking. Everyone likes it. Hyde says it's fine. Okay, well, high praise from Hyde. Whatever. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond? Well, you know, I've done a bit of traveling in my day. Time traveling. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Or in the future. Maybe we ran into each other in the future. Passing each other like two ships in the night. And a Jameson shot, please. All right, Blurred, you got it. That'll be $17.50. It's an extra $1.50 for the booze. Before meeting at the mooring. It's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. And I imagine you two became great friends. You know, rude vampires are very much more my type. Ha! Got his ass. Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Guess we should raise a toast. Yes. No, not me. I'm not the right person to give speeches. I'm just a barista. I'm just an alien time-traveling barista. All right. Well, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua and Mr. Bailey's. You started out as customers who were having arguments right in front of me. I don't know why you thought that was appropriate or a nice, cool thing to do, but we all became great friends. I've seen you go through thick and thin for each other for the sakes of your families. And I have to say, I am very happy that the two of you have finally stopped worrying about your freaking families and just went and did the damn thing already. Props to you guys. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. That's all he said? That's my speech was better. Blurred, I would also like to see Freya. I was thinking about that before the stream started. She hasn't been here at all. You'll always be a part of our lives now. Short and to the point. Good speech. Yeah, your turn, Hyde. Let's see what you got. Top that. Thank you, Lua and Bailey's, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't you think we're forgetting about you, Gala? Yeah, your turn. I don't know you as well as Shambles, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde. But despite that, you've made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today. Gala, oh my God. That was so nice. Wow. You should be writing like greeting cards. That was incredible. To the happy couple. Hear, hear. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Shambles, my dear Shambles. Never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. Oh my God. Okay, whatever that means. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. We're not really drinking booze these days. Oh, excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Sober. I mean, congratulations. Sorry. Speaking of starting a family, just in case you know, and I'm avoiding it in... Oh! Just in case... Solidarity. Oh, a little half elf, half succubus baby. Oh, a purple little pointy baby. I love it. That's nice, you guys, rooting for you. Yes. Just imagine little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. Just... But yeah, do imagine it. I'm imagining it. I like it. It's hilarious. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. Oh, Gala, we can't be together. I take it all back. You can stay in the boyfriend book, but, I mean, congratulations on sobriety. That's what I said. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason? You just don't like the taste. Okay, nope, I'm not peer pressuring you, but you don't like the taste of, like, what have you tried? What have you had? Never got used to it, never particularly tried to. No, I mean, no. It's fine, it's fine. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it as just a taste among others. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade fruit juice, and it all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots, and they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Edible robot? What? Okay, so because this game takes place in a fantasy world, or a world with fantasy creatures, when he said edible robots, I was thinking like fully sentient, like living full, rich lives types of robots. That's not what he meant, I'm assuming, because that would be such an odd left turn for this game. So I'm just going to assume that it was some sort of like food item in the shape, in the image of a robot, not like a robot that existed that they killed and served. Because again, weird left turn for this game. Back when he was still in touch with his family. Hyde makes a mean cocktail, I bet you do. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka. What else is in it? Basil, lemon juice, salt, tonic water. That sounds... I don't like how that sounds. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Yep. O-type preferably, universal donors and all that. I think this is a joke. I hope this is a joke. Lua, he's a vampire. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Now you can go, because blood cocktails are on the table and we're not into it. I think is the rest of that sentence. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean. But I do love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yeah, it was definitely that, and not the fact that she grew up in a racist family. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under fury. If Shambles ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You'd have to hurry, or you'll have to step over your primary school friend. What? Marco, I thought I caught him staring at her. Oh, I bet they didn't leave it at staring. Ooh. Did Lua's sister have a fling with one of Bailey's friends at the wedding? Juicy. The two witnesses, delightfully cliche, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I make my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire, scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds too. Ah, yes, I really can't wait to see them. Oh, so he did do the wedding photography. Yes, Hyde. Ah. That's the downside of film. But it'll be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. In that case, I have a little reward for you. Yes! Oh my goodness. They look great. His hair's all done. Her dress is fantastic. They look great. Look at it. Look at it. What a beautifully captured moment, Hyde. You guys paid him, right? Don't mention it, I had an all right time doing it. You know what, he could be like a relationship counselor as his main gig and then like a wedding photographer on the side. That'll keep his life interesting. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Once we sifted through the superfluous details. Yeah. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one? Yes, I want to frame it and hang it on my wall. Absolutely. Oh, Hyde. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for yes, give it to me. I don't care if they object. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Yes, gimme. I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Hyde. Come on. Nothing's been confirmed yet. Stop interrupting, Gala. Just let him deliver the news. Okay, Gala's gonna tell us. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. There's a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's gonna get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So, her parents have decided to get married in her room. Aww. Rose is thrilled, an entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures too, pro bono. Hyde, what a generous thing you did. It's nothing, I could use the experience, so that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Yes, milk the rich. Sounds like good social redistribution to me. Yes, I love it. So does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good? I've got the house and I've got the job. And I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little specific, particular. Same thing. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless Tomodachi scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. My love. It's all right. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same thing during the wedding. Lua's mom said that? I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. Yes! She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Oh, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. When the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. Stop interrupting. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to childbearing, rearing, whatever he said. Not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be the stay-at-home dad. I'll still do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working, but I'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. Times are making more room for people to follow. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd rather stayed home with their children than to go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. Mr. Miller, Mrs. W. I don't know, using the family name. Using my family name on you feels wrong. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. It's almost tempting, but none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. Okay, Hyde's right. It is a little too sweet. You're starting to disgust me. It sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. Really happy about it. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. He is a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yep, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans. And we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? The longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get. I will say though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that, he can be a difficult one. He also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. Oh yeah. No, we all know what you mean, Gala. We all know exactly what you mean, and I feel like you should have said something before now. You jerk. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of time, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked shambles from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He's been very kind to me and perceptive about me as well. And I'm glad he befriended you two. This chat right now, it's really good. You're all right too, Gala. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. All right. It's pouring rain again. I'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket. But are you okay? Ew, why did her eyes shrink like that? I don't like that. He's fine. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. Is that true? If it rains on your wedding, it's a sign of good luck? I've always wondered where that came from. It came from people who believe the opposite of what others believe. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. I was told once that, like, it's good luck if a bird poops on you, and I'm like, I disagree. I disagree. That feels more like bad luck to me. Because of all the surface area of the planet where a bird could take a shit, and there's a human under it one of those times, that is an unlucky human. I'm sorry. That is a person experiencing a moment of bad luck. Is Gala the only one in the boyfriend book? Yeah, so far. I inducted Gala into the boyfriend book, but any person watching the stream can induct a video game character into the boyfriend book. I will have to ask that you make a decent case for it, but you know. Blur just looked something up. Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have I heard of what? The Goddess Tears legend? No. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry, but I can give you the short version. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but of all her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle, they will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. Well, one day the young godling sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world. A gust of wind blew on them, and they lost their balance. Don't interrupt. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost. They stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Eon and the human Ray, just for clarity? I mean, I thought we were getting the short version, but okay. Now we're getting character names. Let's go. Eon and Ray. Ray walked up to Eon, and finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took to their village and showed them how they lived their lives. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their lives. As days passed by, Eon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest of era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Eon by then. But Eon went to see their mother, the goddess. Okay. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. I promise you she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Eon, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die just like your fiance. God damn. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Eon said, I'm all right with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours, the goddess was angry and shouted. For many more hours, she was despondent and sulked. Then finally, she turned an eye onto the ground and looked at Eon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Eon. They wore garlands of flowers and they were surrounded with the people they loved. And for the first time, Eon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then. But a goddess's words, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Eon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, for each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to the elves, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-fetched. Yes. It's good luck for it to rain on your wedding day. It brings good luck and shows that the marriage will last. A knot when wet is extremely hard to unbound. Okay. I'm just saying, I don't, the rain wouldn't ruin the mood, but it's like, of all days, this stupid weather. My love, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller. Legend teller? Oh, because he's telling a legend. I was thinking of a different definition of legend. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. I wouldn't say it was epic. I'm not gonna look at rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend. I mean, look outside their window right now. They're creating like billions of elves a second. There's like 3 inches of elves per hour. You're right, the goddess is a lot better than your mother. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yep, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor, so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. Yep, let's make it sad. What's that sound? Oh, it's you! This cat that keeps visiting. Did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. Why is he here, though? He's not my cat. He just comes in here every now and then. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. That's not how it works. That's pretty much how you got Hyde too. Hilarious. Yep, everyone giggle. Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something though. Yeah, he probably wants some milk or something. He came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. Oh yeah, he scared the fire agent away? He did something, I don't remember. And there he goes. All right. I guess that's a mystery for episode 3, if they ever come back to the franchise. What did I miss? A cat. I don't know. Just a cat gets in here sometimes. I don't know what he wants. He never stays very long, doesn't ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something that we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Anyhow, what was that call about? Yeah, it was a long one. The interior designer, for some reason he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about the decorations. I am particular in the sense that I want it to look good, but he's got no clue what to do to get there. Oh no, he has a bad taste? It's not, you know, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. Shouldn't have brought that up. Yeah, shut up. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? My job, time, your job, time, I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true, I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah, well, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Okay, these two are they're too cute. I take back all the snarky things. I want them to mash their bodies together. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp and feeling good and safe and home, it's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. Definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that. You're welcome. Glad you like it. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. That, and also, you're all right. It sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with our own stuff for a while, but I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year, I know it's gonna be a good time. Oh my God, everyone's saying their goodbyes! You're making me mad. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news. And to get fury remedies. Please don't come back during your fury. That was real interesting last time. And to listen in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. It feels like the game is like, bye, 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 bye. It finally stopped raining for once. That's crazy. And we've kept you up for a while already. We should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night called. Good night, Gala. Good night, Hyde. Good night, Baileys. Thank you. Good night, Lua. God, I'm like crumbling. What is he doing? He's like, I have to carry you. Okay. That's on the way into home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. Okay. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like. To have a chosen hive! Shambles the alien! A chosen hive. Oh, is there one more day? Okay. We have one more day. Tuesday, October 3rd. This game only took place a few months ago. Fire director resigns in the wake of shocking leaks. Heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Is that about Bailey's? Heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. And killer algae, new invasive species? That would be wild if that was about Bailey's and Lua. Somehow this feels like deja vu. Georgie, welcome. Was cracking. Don't say that. Oh, look, the little picture of Bailey's and Lua from their wedding. Ah! Aside from the thunder outside, that is. This is deja vu. That's what he said at the beginning of the... Yeah, deja vu. Nothing. Everything's fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. This weather's kind of grown on me. Really. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course, but the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. What does it sound like? No idea. It's just not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something. Okay. And yeah, you're right about that over on YouTube. Freya has not been present at all. And I'm mad at her. I'm very, very mad at her. Okay, Georgie, okay, I know what he wants. Make me whatever I ordered a couple weeks ago. Yeah, like on Monday, 2 weeks ago. Sure. You're promoting a new type of tea, I think. You gave me one that was pretty tart. Yeah, okay, come on. I know what it is. It's a triple shot of hibiscus. There you go. Cup of hibiscus for you. Cup of blood. So tart, sheesh. Still, the taste takes me back to my grandpop's summers. This would be much better cold, though. How dare you? Tell me how to make my drinks. I'll kill you. Because it'll ease the tartness a bit. So, any plans to serve cold drinks in the near future? No. But if I ever do, I'll keep you posted. So how you doing, officer? How'd your investigation go? It's only been a couple days since I was here, but I admit a lot has happened. For starters, word is spread that parking on Bourne Street is no longer safe. And I really don't want to escalate it, you know? I don't want the story of the street rewritten into something bad. Okay, so what did you do? What makes you think I did anything? Okay, let me recenter myself and give him a chance before I go off. Because what do you mean, what makes you think I did anything? It's your case. Okay. The day after our last talk, I paid the old gnomes a visit and had a chat with them. We talked about what could happen to them and the area due to the vandalism they committed. They were remorseful to a point because they're upset about what happened to the remains of their friend. Yes, exactly. All they wanted was to create something memorable that would stay in everyone's minds, in one way or another. Even in a bad way? That's what I thought they were going for too. Turns out that's not the case. They just wanted to create something memorable, something that gets everyone talking. But when I gave them a hypothetical scenario with rumors getting out of control, and how folks will spin the whole thing into something else, they were a bit stunned, honestly. Is it because they didn't think of the consequences that far ahead? That's right. I told them it could potentially lead to the street being closed because it would be deemed unsafe. Or maybe even rebuilt into something completely different. Which would effectively erase all trace left of their friend. So, they decided to stop right there, right then. I get their need to keep the memory alive, even if what they did was a bit misguided. I understood. Still, what they did was not the way to go about it. And honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of it. All this memory stuff. So, that shows that I, and the world probably, need to learn a lot more about fairy folk in general. So what'd you do next? Did you arrest them? No. Good. the one thing you've done right. All I did that day was chat with them, because I wanted a clearer picture on everything, including the old fairy market and all. I also shared the story about my grandpa. In the end, they said whatever I decide to do, they'll accept. So I went home. You know, my daughter asked what happened. Now, since she gave me good advice on the case and everything, I told her the whole story. About the street, about the tree. Anyhow, after our talk, I guess she started looking into the fairy folks' history. And in one of those videos, she did, I have no clue what to call them. They're videos of herself packing orders while talking about stuff. Okay, go on. I reposted it on my Tomodachi a couple days ago. Okay. She basically talked to her viewers about what she learned in the video. Not about the case, only the things she learned on her own. Okay. You never know, maybe through her video, curiosity will spread. Get everyone wondering about this piece of disappearing history. Who knows what the future holds? Who's this now? Lucas! Lucas in the house, yo? Leave. I need you to go back. Go back outside and try that again. Come back in and say something different. Not Lucas in the house, yo. Okay. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Did you launch your show? What's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You want a drink, don't you? Yes. Blue pea latte. Got it. Blue pea, milk, brew. And it says he wants latte art, so... let's... just... Yep, there you go. There's your latte art. It's whatever you think it is. It's a Rorschach test. Oh, I didn't know I could shake the cup around. All right, anyway. Serve. A cup of blue latte with a masterpiece on it for you, sir. A masterpiece, huh? Looked like a bottle of vodka. Again, it's whatever you want it to be. You're welcome. Now drink it and stop talking. I mean, start talking. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. You must mean Rihanna. The last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Let's just say we've been busy cooking stuff up. Yes. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Your schedule is probably not like everyone else's. That. I hope you won't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about Banshee biology. Doesn't she do the late night deliveries? Sometimes she does deliveries until morning. I don't think she needs to sleep. But she does need to rest. You don't have to sleep in order to rest. And I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was just playing around as the nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met. That's what I mean by doing stupid things too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees. Happens. As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time. That must be Rihanna. Hello. Lady, finally you're here. Hello, everyone. Was traffic bad? Not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize. Yeah, no one cares. You're not late, I'm just early. Would you like a drink? God, I'm making so much money tonight. A cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey. So is that just a coffee, honey? Yep. Let's get you a coffee, honey. Brew. Serve. That's what I used to order back in the day. So what's really been happening with you two? Yes, spill it. Spill it. Does that include you as well? Yes, but those are just my regular working hours. See? She's fine. And I thought we were done talking about that. What the heck? I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy. Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my T-Chill, we started a vlog/podcast thing. Yes? My daughter watched the first episode yesterday. Did she like it? She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way. Also, Lucas and Rihanna are funny? I want to see this show. I want to listen to this podcast. So what is this vlog/podcast thing, really? I saw you had this walk-around session in the episode. I thought podcasts are supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live. Well, nowadays there are a lot of podcasts with videos. Yes, all of them. Voice is still the most important part, though. And we did have the carpool podcast later in that episode. So usually there will be two versions of the same episode, the voice only one and the audio streaming platforms. On the audio streaming platforms, and the full video posted on video streaming platforms. Sounds difficult to create both at the same time. It must require a lot of planning. It does. If you're not the Lucas, that is, thanks to my editing and interviewing skills, you can enjoy the action session in the voice-only version all the same. It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling, though, without Lady Rihanna giving us good information to make the episode work. Somehow her voice really resonates well in the mic, so it's a joy to edit into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. Hell yeah. Our first episode got tons of views because of that. It's fantastic. I wonder if that's what was cleared by her manager. Probably not. But she knows what she's doing, I'm sure. I like this pairing for a podcast. Yeah, the two of them they seem to work well together. Well, at least according to them. But no more staying up for days straight. You're a satyr, not a banshee. You need sleep, I assume. Are you enjoying your new role as a show co-host? It's interesting so far, and I'm learning a lot of new skills, so I'm eager to keep working on it. All the while, I keep looking for auditions and honing my craft. That's all I needed to know. I was looking at the achievement that just popped. I might have to leave soon. Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. And it was a really busy day. All right, let's go. You can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's go. We're partners, right? That doesn't mean you have to do everything together. Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. Okay, if you're fine with it, I think it's time for us to go. Yep, I'll just have both your cards for drink payment, and then you can dip. Yeah, you're gonna want to use the chip. Just go ahead and stick your whole card in there. Don't worry about pulling it back out. It'll pop out when it's done. That goes for you too. Card on the table, now. Just you and me now. Zelle or Cash App? Absolutely not. No, you need a debit or credit card. God damn it. I have a bank account my business money goes into, and I file my taxes every year. Have to go soon though, duty calls. Fine, get out. Freya! You jerk! Where have you been? Oh my god. Freya's here. Girl, I could kill you. Where have you been? Freya? Hey, officer, long time no see. Yeah, I wonder why. I heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world's a bit much, but I've been somewhere. Well, I'm glad you're here. Tell me everything. Yeah, Georgie, you can go. It's fine. Don't forget to tell Shambles the truth. What? Don't forget to tell Shambles the truth? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last-minute thing. I didn't even know I'd be back so soon. So what makes you return sooner than expected? Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Maybe you'll tell me right now and you'll just be thirsty. Do you remember my very first order? No, I don't. The first time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I ever had. One espresso for me, please. Fine. I think that's just 3 coffees. Yeah. Freya, it's good to see you, but I am gonna talk a little bit of shit. Because what the hell, man? When you're done sipping this espresso, we're gonna go outside in the rain and fight. A cup of triple shot espresso for you. Yeah, and Blurdito says you have some explaining to do. Where you been? Again, this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Hold on, what was that? Apparently I was supposed to make Lucas a different drink. Yeah, apparently I was supposed to make him a different drink. I don't know, I don't remember what I gave him, but I know it wasn't green tea, honey, and milk like the guide says. Anyway. So, mind telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said? The part where he said to tell me the truth. Go ahead. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent the application form like last month, not really expecting anything. But we got accepted. And somehow it's for this year's rotation. Freya, that is such good news. I can't believe you didn't tell me this sooner. We're really going outside to fight now. It's not a scam, is it? And how long is it gonna be? I don't know, probably a few months. Okay, that's not so bad. But I might try to keep traveling after that. Are you sad? Of course I'm sad, you jerk. I'm happy for you, but I'm also sad. I said I'm not sad, though. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. Oh, Freya. So many stories. There's been gnomes. There have been banshees. There's been power outages. There's been fire agents. We met a second alien. Man. All right, here we go. And yada, 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 yada. Aqua's working on her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. Oh no, the game is ending. They're a good team. What are you, Leon Kennedy? Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppe. Hyde's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread around all of Seattle. And Gala is fine of qualifying him in those exact terms too. Oh, I didn't finish. Lou and Bailey bought a little house, large window, small garden, extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace with stands to fill the function. Oh, to fulfill another function when the time is right. Yes. Neko Shell and Aramis' collaboration was a success. Okay. Even though the reviews are mixed, her true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said. Rihanna. In spite of the impromptu nature, her first vlogcast was a success, yes. And Lucas's team joined the production a few episodes later, and they've been thinking about eventually covering... Okay, so it's a success. Everyone's good. Fortunately, the vandalism ended before the rumors could worsen. Yes. That's Georgie. Sometimes a lone officer can be seen placing flowers where the dead tree once stood. Georgie. Oh, man. Man. What a great game. These are two just incredibly written games. And I love them so much. How long did that take? An hour and 45. Oh, I loved it. I need episode 3. I need episode 3. It's sad we didn't get more Freya, because maybe there's more after the credits. Hold on, can I skip the credits? Yeah. Who is it? Rihanna. What's up? I dropped something in here a long time ago, so I'm here to get it. It's fine, I've got it. It was right under the seat. Oh, okay. I always made sure to check everything before closing. These are times when we simply miss things. Why is the color of her text different? There are times when we simply miss things. Particularly if it is a task we have performed numerous times. I guess it's a sign for me to double check things. Why? What is happening? Why is the text a different color? It may or may not be. I have a feeling you will find something of interest either way. There is even the possibility of gaining a complete understanding of everything. Or everyone. What the hell? Okay, bye. That was weird. You've seen part of the image, but there are still many details to discover. What? What? I'm so confused by all of that. I'm so confused by what? Huh, okay. Well, again, a fantastic game. An incredible, incredible, incredible game. I love it, but it's time for me to uninstall it because we are moving to the second game in the spring schedule. The stream was a little bit like, I guess it wasn't late, but I started the stream a little bit late because I was making sure that I had the next game in the spring schedule downloaded. And guess what? I got it. I got it, baby. Where is it? You can probably hear it already. There it is. It's Small Saga. So this is a turn-based RPG where you are a mouse. I'm not gonna start it. I'm not gonna start it right now. Did they ever mention what happened to Georgie and his marriage and his daughters? No, because Georgie doesn't care about his marriage and his daughters. So no, they didn't, and they were never going to. Blurred, you have a good night. Thank you for being here. But yes, I guess starting on Saturday, Small Saga, a turn-based RPG where you're a mouse and you're having a bunch of fights with other animals. And I can't wait to get started. I don't know anything about this game, so yeah, I'm just excited to hop in. Once we finish Small Saga, we'll be moving on to a 3D platformer called Super Adventure Hand. After that, we'll be playing a Max Payne-like game called El Paso Elsewhere, and then it's time for the big one, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yes, yes, and again, yes. Can't wait for that. Anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. The next stream will be Saturday morning at 11 a.m., given the right instructions this time. Saturday morning, 11 a.m., West Coast of the United States time zone. So come back for the beginning